Good morning, traders. Finally Friday, the 27th February. Venderman here with FuturestraderElite. Here in just a couple more minutes, I'm going to jump into the charts so we can do a little pre-market prep, break a few things down. Give it just a few more minutes here, a couple minutes. We got about just under 15 minutes before the market opens. I give some people a chance to get on stream first before I jump into the charts. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far, getting prepared. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and jump into these charts real quick so we can try to lay some things out before market opens. So here we are on the 4-hour chart. I probably need to put some boxes in. I hadn't updated anything yet. So we got a 4-hour box there. This one is different now. We got this 4-hour box here. It's gonna be from about 200 to 210. This one here, it's like we got a little double top here on 4-hour candles just under the golden pivot there. That's at about 25,100. So we're gonna go this one's gonna be 95 to 85 here on this top 4-hour here. We can remove this one, then we can scoot this one here over, looking at about looking at about 25,000 to 25,010. Of course, this one here, we're still in this 4-hour candle here. You can see we busted through the trend line. That was a 4-hour trend line. I'm going to move this down for now. This candle will be closed at 9 o'clock. We got a pretty wide range here. We ended up tapping up into this area a couple days ago, almost 25.5. Now we're all the way back down to 24,825. if this drops at the market open, we need to be watching this box down here, which is 700 to 710. And then we got another one below that from 672 to 682. We need to protect this low over here at the 700 mark, you know. So I mean, this could open up and shoot down a little bit and maybe tap this box for a drive up, kind of what we're looking at. Let's hop this over to the 15-minute, or we can look at the 1 hour first. The 1 hour is looking pretty rough. Hard drop there. Consolidation, more drop. It being Friday, you got to think we might have more downside coming anyway. So, you know, this really don't, we could get some pops out of this, but until we get back up above this golden pivot at 100, it'd be hard to try to get real bullish behind any kind of plays that are going to last very long. Might get some longs that just pop and drop, pop, drop. But if they can get above that golden pivot, it'll be above this 50 EMA as well, then we could think about maybe they want to take some longs and, you know, come up here and tackle this high. It's a long ways away though, and I don't really trust it, being that it's Friday. I'm gonna hop this back over to the 15. Of course, we got some imbalance zone right here, this big red box. You can see it come down, and it never could really take any of that out. It's just been trading below that ever since. Of course, we got our 4 hour zones. Four-hour trend line, just not looking real good. I'm going to say we need to be ready to probably short. The market will be open in about 7 minutes, I think. Yep. Hey, what's going on, Room Beats? If you know, anybody has any questions, just throw them in chat. Try to get to them. So we're under the prior low was 862, which is right here. We're below that. Prior close was 25,028. Prior high 25,418. And the prior open was 398. All much higher than we are right now. Everything's much higher other than the prior low, which is just above us right here. I think I'm really going to be watching for pops and then drops. You know, say they maybe try to spike this up at the open. I'm going to be looking for areas of resistance. instead of looking for bounces, unless they open this and drop this, let's say straight down to the 700 area. I'd take a bounce out of there, but other than that, I'm going to have to sit on my hands and kind of wait. Let it open up and breathe and see what happens. Got about, what do we got here? Just under a couple minutes before the market opens. I'm gonna pop this back over the 15-minute real quick. Yeah. Was looking at that on the 15-minute. If they try to run that up, if they open and try to run it up here to the, this area up here would be about where you're going to find the 15-minute resistance. Right now the ATR is around 17 on the 1 minute. Got about 8 seconds. I got a timer on my screen right down here in the bottom corner as well.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order canceled.
That was a quick move. It was almost pretty good base hit, actually. Went up there and hit that previous low. That was into the 15-minute resistance area too that we had just talked about. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be hard to get bullish about anything, really. And it's Friday, so down here, if they crack this low, you have to think if we take out this pivot right here is what I'm going to be paying attention to for the short down to 700. Because that's a double bottom right there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to crack, but it might be in a little bit before it does. See what they're going to try to do here as far as pushing this up. I don't see it, but we'll see. ATR is up around 35, 36 on the 1 minute. Looks like a nice little push to trap some people trying to long it, probably. Then we got this line up here. This horizontal line was from something yesterday. Oh yeah, that 950 level I kept talking about, it needed to crack if we was going to go short. I'm going to leave that there for now. That could be a you know, they might try to drive it to that, and that's where they find rejection, or you would have to think between 930 and 940 if they get up there. Wow. Wasn't much of a drive up, or is that all I got? Well, not much happening. Hadn't had a very big range on the open either, compared to normal. Kind of how we got this long wick back here on this 15-minute to this 4-hour box. It's kind of what I'm thinking over here. If we take out that double bottom, we might see something like that again. Right there. We really need to save that low. If we crack this box down here, it's going to be a while before the overall bias goes bullish if we keep up putting these lower lows in on these higher time frames. Doesn't look good at all. All right, come down and tapped our 4-hour zone there. Suck back up pretty hard. That's a good base hit. Would have been a quick scalp though, in and out. Here I'll be looking for the break and maybe the retest of this low, this double bottom. See if it breaks. It might bounce off the pivot, but I think it'll try to sweep here. Maybe we can get a retest for a short entry to the downside. Although we might not get the retest, it could take its double bottom out and just hard push down right here, maybe.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Oh my goodness. System seems kind of laggy today. What do they do here? They swept this low here and try to find some momentum or something. So that's our opening range on the 15-minute. See what they're going to try to do. It's a pretty good push off of that little sweep they did down here.
Order filled.
Oh, that was a little premature, I guess, wasn't it?
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order canceled.
Oh, I guess I should have just been a little more patient. See if they retest the top of this right here. I wonder if they got it in them to try to drive this on up to the whole number there, 25,000. ATR is up around 42, 43.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Hoping they was just trying to do a sweep out of the opening range there and take us back to the downside. Hard to believe they want to push this up on a Friday after all the bearishness that's been in the market. Oh goodness. Wow. Tradify is disconnected. What in the world? You gotta love it when your connections just stop working. Wow.
Order submitted. Order failed. Order canceled.
Having all kinds of issues today. Now I'm getting some kind of error message on the stream. I hope y'all can hear me and everything's working okay. Might have had something happen with the internet there. I don't know. ATR is down to about 25 on the 1 minute. Still yet a bit early. It looks like the chart does not look real good with the chopping around it's been doing since the market's been open. I did think that this was going to be a sweep out of the box, though, for more downside. We'll see. Are they going to keep going, or are they going to try to bounce off its 50 EMA? Should have gave my short more room to breathe. I went in at 904 up here. Got stopped out. Well, I didn't mind since Tradify was disconnected. I don't know. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm just out of the trade. I guess considering that could have been even worse. Tradify could have went out or disconnected, and then it'd be way up here somewhere, and I had to log out and log back into it. Or reconnected anyway. it's hard to try to go long or short when you're in the middle of a chop zone. The 50 EMA would have acted like a possible entry. The only problem with that is how early in the day it is. You know, maybe if we had a couple hours of open market here and we could kind of see what kind of trend it was doing, it would make more sense if it had been doing these pops and drops, pulling back to the 50 for entry. But to do it this early in the day would be kind of dangerous. Right now, I would want to think, if I wanted to go long, I want to see it come down and tag this trend line again. You know, almost try to test this low here, maybe even come down to that pivot, 785, 780, between 785 and 790. Yep. And to go long for maybe a bounce. But then you got to think, well, if we do get down here, I need to be careful that we ain't going to take this low out and drop harder. Room beats, you take any trades yet today? It's a nice little push, I guess, off the 50 EMA. Little base hits here and there would add up. I don't think the risk is worth it though. No, without holding tight stop. Wow, they just pushed it right back down. I was thinking they was going to try to push this up to the 4 hour till they sucked that back down and closed under that trend line. I guess there's some spots would be able to take some base hits pretty good, but
Order filled. Order submitted.
no.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
I'm going to see if I can tackle this 4 hour zone up here. Oh, come on. Just push. I'm struggling around that 950 line that we have there. I don't know if we're going to get this push the way we want it or not here.
Order submitted.
Looked a little stronger there for a second, but we got room to expand on the momentum indicators to push up that high. Guess I better give it some room to breathe. There we go. Keep pushing. There we go. Oh, I better quit. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to following tight with my stop. I need to give it some room to breathe. Hopefully we can reach the 4 hour zone up there, cover, on the first two. Maybe it'll sweep and pick up the box to go short. But I can't leave this on the table. I'm going to have to follow this just in case it drops. It's already a base hit, so I need to make sure I lock it in.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order canceled. Order filled.
A decent little base hit there. I'm gonna leave them orders up top though. Trying to go short in the box if we can get there. Getting into the overbought territory on the momentum, so it could still get there. Maybe one of them quick green candles with a wick in it and spike it maybe and draw down or suck back down. That's what I'd be looking for. But it may drop from here. I'm going to mute myself for a second. I'll be right back. I see that we got kind of close to the 4-hour zone here. I didn't get picked up. That's too bad. And there's a good chance, see, right here, double top on this high back here. And I was looking at that earlier, kind of wondering, should I even put my orders that high? Because it might not get there if they try to do what they just did, because maybe they don't want to put in another higher high right here. We'll see if they can actually come back and tag that area, or if they're going to take this back down from here. Maybe they pull back down here to this 935 area. 930, 935. Might try to take a long here, depending on what it looks like when I'm on a pullback. I'll come back and tag that 950 area.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Man, my system is lagging today. What in the world?
Order filled. Order canceled. Order filled. Order canceled. Connection lost.
Oh, man. Oh, there's that drop I was trying to get.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
See if I can get a sweep of the 50 EMA for a long position. Sweep of the 50 would hit that whole number at 900. Momentum indicators are draining off pretty good, so I'll put up a little bit of risk there. Well, what do we have here? Nice little push here. I guess I'm gonna wait, sit here and see which one of these gets picked up first. If we can get back up here and sweep into that 4-hour box, I'll be going short, and then I will try to cover down here at 50 EMA where the orders are set. Got just under 100-point range from the 50 EMA to the 4-hour box. Right around there, 80 to 100. ATR is around 22 on the 1 minute. Price action don't seem to be lining up to me with the ATR. Seems kind of slow motion for almost 25, 30 on the ATR. Oh man, here we go. Do they not have enough gas in the tank to get up there? Man. That's kind of what I was looking for right there, but it wasn't big enough. Candle that would wick out hard, hoping that it would fill and suck back down like that. Man, oh man. Now that would have been a great trade, had them wicks tag that box. They really just can't make up their mind what they want to do. About an hour into the session, just really ain't been any great setups at all. Oh man, should I leave these buy orders down here? Maybe we get down there, tag them, and it bounce off the 900 area. Even if it's a temporary bounce, maybe something to scalp out 5, 10, 15, 20 points maybe. Just on the hunt to take some base hits, you know, take what we can from the market and lock it in. Hope everybody's trading safe if y'all are trading and not getting chopped out anything. ATR is around 20, still 21. You know, they're in this wedge pattern. It needs to break one way or another. Oh, here we go. Get a push. Maybe we can get some action going on here. Or not. They said, just kidding. What a Friday this is. It's literally doing nothing. I feel like we've been in but a chop zone since the market opened today. Might not even be worth trading today. This is one of them traps that get people sitting behind the screen watching this and think that they just got to get in a trade. It won't be setting up any kind of trades. and can't put a trade plan around this chop, but they think they have to be trading if they're watching it. And really, we don't even have to be watching it. It'd be best to just walk away. And that's usually when the move will come, as soon as you shut down or walk away. That's how it works for me. If anybody has any questions, just throw them in the chat. Well, we ain't doing much anything else. I can try to go over anything or answer anything. The ATR slowly dropping. It's down to 15 on the one. If it keeps getting low, if it gets under 10, then it'll almost be not even worth streaming no more today, because there ain't no telling if it's ever going to do anything worth trading anyway. I know right up here they got this prior close at 25,028. So, you know, it's maybe something that they might try to get up to and tag. I don't know.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let it breathe, I guess. Let it breathe, and maybe it even come up there and pick up some more of them. I don't know. I better hold on to them. Might be the only trade I get today.
Order filled.
Well, we're getting a little bit of action here. Now, can we get the pullback? Come back down to the 950 area. Looks like maybe they're going to try, maybe they'll tag the other one. All right. Now we're getting some action. Of course, it'll go the other way.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
Well, that was nice.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Go back down. That was a nice spike down there, but man, should have kept going.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled.
See if we can get the turnaround here. Get us a leg down, maybe to the 50 EMA. Nice. All right.
Order fell.
Well, I'm going to try to hold this as long as I can, so I'm going to adjust this to 1. That'll leave me with 1 left. Change this to 1. Trying to give us enough time to breathe and open up, see if we get a harder drop out of this.
Order fell. Order submitted.
You know, it'd be nice to get a drop down to this area down here, 930s. I'm just glad it finally got up there and tagged it. Finally got a little bit of action. Anybody else go short up there inside that 4-hour zone? I scaled out a 3 already, of course, to lock in what I could out of this, and almost about 350, 360, 70, somewhere $370 range right now. Copied across 5 accounts. How many I got there? I mean 6 accounts. So if they come down here and they can take this low out right here, these two right here, we could get a very hard drop to the downside. But first we got to crack this and crack, you know, that. It'll be like we break this here. This candle's got to close strong below these 2 candles. So say we need to crack 920. If we can crack 920, we should be looking at about probably come back. I'd say about 900. We might get a bounce if it cracks here. Or they could be doing a sweep of the 50 EMA, and this low about 928, about 10 points. You know, they might try to protect this low instead of crack. We'll have to see how it plays out. Move our stop into place to protect us. We don't want to give back too much of the capital here, so all the momentum indicators are drained off pretty good, so there could be somewhat of a bounce. Say it cracks these two lows here and gets a hard candle down to 900, it might bounce there. Really needs to break 920 first, though. If it comes down here to 920 and cracks, it'll probably be a fast shot down and maybe a suck up candle that shoots down and comes back up. Or could this be the start of a drain off that's going to last the entire day? You know, the ATR keeps dropping. If it gets low and we get this, it being Friday, it could be a bleed off for the rest of the day. Slow grind down with little bounces here and there. Just couldn't get it. Couldn't get down here and break that 420. Got down about 423, 422 and got to push. Nice base hit though out of that box up there. It's a really nice push they made out of that area. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Well, it looks like I missed out on a little bit of, that's a nice bounce that it made out of that 925 area down here when it turned around. Real nice. What do we got here? They gonna try to reject out of here? Or are they going to try to continue up here? I wonder. Let's see here. Rejection is probably going to be the case, but only one way to find out. Swept the box. More rejection here. I don't still a chop zone though. I mean, not a lot of range in it today. I mean, it's somewhat, I mean, it's in a, still putting in the higher highs, you know, I mean, it's in a slight uptrend, but it's just too choppy. Let's draw this box on here and see what it looks like. Say we come from there to about that area. And then we get swept, sweeping the box, wicked out here, down a little bit. No question is, are they going to come back down here with this chop and tag almost the bottom of this box again and then leg up? That's the only way to watch the chop and possibly even be able to take any trades out of it, you know. Take it short at the top, cover at the bottom, go long to go back to the top, and so on until it can prove itself. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, that's just what, that's one thing you can do. I don't recommend doing that. But if you're going to be a person that sits behind the screen and watch this and feel like you can't sit there and sit on your hands and you got to be in a trade, then at least if it's going to be chopping, come up with some kind of game plan and reasoning on why you're going to take the entries that you take. And then keep tight risk management, you know. Say say I wanted to go long here, you know, maybe throw your stop just to the outside of the box, because not every time that it comes down, which we're not doing that, but that's just an example. We're not, you might throw your stop there and get stopped out, or it may just turn around and bounce. Not every time it comes down here means it's going to wick out and get you. And then vice versa for the top, you know, sell order up here and a buy stop just above the box. That way you're at least keeping your risk tight if you're trying to trade the chop, but it's just not worth trading. No, it would have been worth maybe trading this sweep here and this, or you know, this swept and then went short on the close of this first red candle. Would have been a trade. Or even the second one, since it dropped out of the zone and closed. If you're looking for funding or evals, I'm trading with Bull and Ox and Trade Day right now. You can use code FTE for the best discount they got going on there. ATR sitting around 15. If you just heard that in my mic, that was my Great Dane. He was trying to take the mic off my desk. Big old horse. Days like today are good days to where maybe you get into a sim account or something and just practice with some kind of strategy or other plays or setups that you might be thinking, and stay out of your actual capital, because this is not the kind of price action we look for. Nice trade. Nice trade. Acan, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I messed it up. People mess my name up all the time, but that's a great trade. Love breaker structure plays. It's too bad we can't find anything good right this second. This action just about makes somebody go to sleep. Makes you wonder if they're gonna do this like this all day until it finally cracks to the downside and then it bleeds off pretty bad. It's kind of what it looks like to me. I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here, guys, and call it quits for right now anyway. I don't know if I'll come back and trade or not, but I can't keep sitting through this. It's like sitting through misery watching this. But we will be back at it on Monday morning. Should be on same time. Links always be inside the Discord trading. And I will see you guys back on Monday morning for some pre-market prep live and stream. Have a great trading day.